is just going to be a quick tutorial. There we go, now it officially started. This is just going to be a quick tutorial on fixing up your Etsy shop. Because I've been needing to do this because my shop hasn't been updated since Black Friday. And I need to revamp my pictures and I want everything to be good for the new year. So, excuse me. And I keep seeing a lot of people have questions about their Etsy shops, and then I give a really long list of all the things you need to fix. So this is for those times when you have questions about it. I can just send you this video and it'll help out. So let's get started. We're actually going to be going through my shop, doing all the things that I know how to do that are constantly being updated, because Etsy is one of the things that I know I'm really good at. But here's a couple things to keep in mind with Etsy. First off, it is handmade. Etsy is for an handmade, made from home market, you know? Not intangible things like tarot readings, even though we can do it because technically it is homemade. The problem, though, if you're having issues, like for example, your listings keep getting taken down, or you keep having issues with Etsy support, it's because you're not giving something tangible. You have to give something tangible. Put it as a physical item, as you'll see when we go through everything, and give something to the customer. You also can't promise anything. Okay, so you can't promise, even though we know that it'll fix their problems, and that it's infused with Reiki and it'll heal things and all this kind of stuff, you can't tell them a promised result, because that's how people come in, say they never got that, and then Etsy is the one in trouble, not just us. So this is going to teach you how you can present your stuff that is intangible in a tangible way and optimize it, because Etsy was literally the first place that I started out on. I started off last year, November 21st, and it was something to try and get some passive income in there. So this in particular is going to be really, really good for people that want something passive in the background. And if you really work at this and do all the things that I've done, which usually take a couple months to do, but I can show you how to do it quickly, then you're going to start making money with your reading shop. Okay? And this is not, and when I say quick, I mean give it a month max. Okay? But obviously the more things you do, the quicker it'll be. Okay? So let's go ahead and flip it. Push live. There's a person here. It doesn't say who. Okay. So these are my readings for the moment. I used to, because over here on the side you see inactive 42. All of them used to be active. There's a reason why I took them down. First of all, look at this. It is not cohesive. You kind of get some similar things with similar fonts, but the pictures are not all the same. Okay? I got really, really messy with it. And I'm going to show you first off, the first place that you can go if you have a shop right now, what you can do. So, first of all, you have a lovely little sidebar and you have your stats. You're going to come over to your stats, and what we're going to do, you need at least 30 days worth of time on Etsy in order to do what I'm going to show you here. Okay. So when it finally loads, let me close all these tabs. That's probably going to help a lot. I was preparing for this so we could quickly get things done. Okay, so this is just my traffic from the past 30 days. And now that I'm a little more into numerology, they constantly make me giggle, because just look at that shit. Okay. Etsy. Hey, Jennifer. It wasn't until this past month that we got views again. Okay. Etsy changed it just to visits, even though earlier at the beginning of this year it was views. With anything that you do, ignore the visits. Focus on the views. The views are individual pages that your people click on. Okay? The visit is just one person visited your shop, walked in. but it's not calculating every single listing that they've looked at. So in the past 30 days, I've had 296 visits, but I've had 661 views. Okay? So each person, like, looked at 2 or 3 things. Okay? Okay, and this is just money here. This is why I tell you last 30 days that you need to be looking at things, and always do it in the last 30 days. Because you get where your traffic's coming from. Okay, direct, it's a direct link. If you added it to your email, like to your mailing list or to your website, and it's a direct link to the listing, that's where they're getting it from. I get most of mine from direct links, then Etsy, then social media. This is how you come up with what readings you need to do. These are people that have bought something from you or visited your shop, what they have put into the search bar. Now you'll notice my shop is in here a lot because I purposely put one of my keywords as my shop name. On purpose. So, you want to ignore the things on, well, not ignore, you can keep in mind the things on the last page, but the ones that are searched the most will be towards the top. Also keep in mind where you're getting your traffic from. Websites for me, it's Etsy, Pinterest. Don't know why that. No, that's my, on my Facebook page, my plugin that Christina gave us. So I have that, and then Facebook. Those are my top 4 traffic for me. And then it tells me what's been viewed and all that. So, this is where you want to go. What else have your customers searched for? And this is just starting you out if you have 30 days worth of stuff. Other things people have searched. Use this stuff. Use it. And use it to expand your shop. Because that's why it literally says, are there opportunities to expand your inventory right here? This is what they want you to use. So people right now in the past 30 days are looking for yes or no readings for me, like looking at me. Psychic reading, the year ahead, same day psychic reading. I can't do these 2. This is a high traffic keyword, so I'm going to keep that. And literally, someone spelt my stuff wrong. But this is what you want to look at. What I did was I sat down, went through this, customer searches, and I wrote it down. So I know what listings I need to add to my shop and need to change. Another thing you want to do, go under your listings. Like, I'm still in stats, okay? So I want to make sure people know where I am. This is the main page for stats. You're going to come to listings. This tells you my top visited listings and if they're getting orders. Okay? So in the past 30 days, these are my top 5 listings. I get a lot of visits, but not many orders. Okay, so there's a problem with my conversion rate. These are my least viewed listings, so there's a problem with these. I can understand this one because it says Black Friday sale. Okay? My Halloween stuff hasn't been getting anything. Okay, that makes sense. Halloween is over. So pay attention to this kind of stuff, and then it'll give you all your listings ranked. So, using this, using what the customers have been tagging themselves in and like been searching and putting in the bar, now I know what to do for my listings. So, if we go back to the listings, now I kind of have an idea. So, one of the readings that I'm gonna be doing, let me pull it up. I micromanage like a motherfucker because that's my Gemini. All the areas in my chart where I micromanage, it's Gemini. So like, I'm meticulously detailed with a lot of things. Because that's how my brain works and that's how it works well for me. So, when it comes to this, I have micromanaged all my stuff. I sat down and I'm like, okay, what do I want? I want obviously more sales, but my listings need an upgrade, so I'm going to map out 33 listings. And I picked that on purpose. 33 listings, make it a master number for me to go ahead and fix on my shop and keep it there. Now, obviously the more listings you have, the better, because with this, I used to have 65 readings on my shop. Different readings. Obviously, the more you have, the better. The problem with our type of niche, if you give people too many options, and this happens in some other places on Etsy for their certain categories, too many options for an Etsy customer, they get confused super quick. So I used to offer people, hey, pick what deck you want. And I've seen a couple of you do this. I used to do that. And you know what happened? I'd end up having to chase the customer down afterwards and not being able to start the reading because they didn't tell me. Okay? And then they'd tell me, oh, you just pick. So this is what I did to make sure all the decks that I want to use are being used. For certain types of readings, I use a certain deck. And that helps it categorize it for me. So, if they want a quick oracle reading, they're going to get my Wisdom of the Golden Path Oracle. If they want a spiritual, like a more something to do with the chakras, I'm going to use my Dreams of Gaia as opposed to my Witch's Tarot, which looks more like the Rider-Waite. I'm going to be using something with third eyes and angels and things. Okay? So, there's a method to your madness here. If you want to offer a million different decks, okay, but be prepared to chase down customers. Make it easy on yourself, because I'd also have to go back and look at the order and figure out which deck it was. Make sure you go ahead and put up what deck will be used. Okay, and you'll see, if you look at the card readings on here, or even just look at the pictures in general, you can tell what that reading is for. You know, my 3 months ahead reading, Dreams of Gaia. You can tell. Quick tarot reading, Witch's Tarot. You can tell looking at the cards. So, let's fix this. So, let's go in here. And obviously I'm going to do more things behind the scenes. But let's edit a couple of listings so you see what I'm saying. Okay, so at first, let's preview this in a different tab. Like, if I were to preview this and see what the customer sees on Etsy, this is what they would see. Title here. They have a little thing, they have a little banner that's different from all my other readings saying, hey, 24-hour delivery, so they know this is a special item. All my pictures include the deck I'm using. That's the problem that I see with a lot of people. They only put one picture up. Etsy, the best way it was described to me is it's like going into a store, like a metaphysical shop. If you were to pick out your own deck, you can obviously stand there and hold it. Same thing with crystals and clothes. You can go in there, try it on, see how it works for you, but because it's on Etsy and it's on a visual-only platform, the customer can't do that. So you need to give them the experience of going into the store without them having to go into a store. For us, that's not showing clothes on different models. That's not showing just a picture of us, even though that does help. It's showing these are the cards you're getting, and let's put them like they're on a table for you so you can see it, you know? Give an example of what you're doing. So, for this, and I also found this really helped. Etsy customers have very short attention spans. Like, to give you a little note, I was going to get to this in a second. This is Marmalade. I know it looks overwhelming. Let me make sure it actually shows up. But Marmalade, I really suggest to get all of your tags from because they integrate with Etsy and they constantly update. They go on here, they grade your listing based off of different criteria. So let's look at the 3 months ahead. They base it off of number of photos used, the number of tags used, tags in the title, when it was last renewed, because if you really want to get on top and really vamp up how often your stuff gets put up, you need to constantly renew your listings. I'm not that person, but you definitely can. This is where you get your customer's attention span. The number of words, the sentences, the grade level. Etsy customers have an average of a grading, like a reading level of 3 to 5, like 3rd to 5th grade. Keep it simple. It needs to be readable. So using all of our technical terms and talking about chakras and auras without explaining it is a problem. It's like the hotlines but a little bit slower, you know? And your sentiment, keep it positive. Don't talk about all the negative things in their life. Talk about the positive things that this can do. So you can focus on, you know, your boyfriend fucking hates you, and, you know, you broke your car down and all this kind of stuff, and you feel down the dumps and you need this reading right now, and you can be really forceful with it. Or you can say, because of this, I can solve this problem, and be really light with it. Christina goes over heart-centered copywriting. That's where this comes into. Keep it positive, because if it's positive, people are more likely to like your stuff, okay? So this is what we're focusing on here. And what I come up with here, I put a little synopsis in my photo. So I go on Canva, make a template, put my picture on one side, a simple color on the other, and my text. Okay? I'm not, all my photos that I redid do not look like this now. I made sure when I took the photos to angle them a little down so I could put text there. I'm not doing that now, because it doesn't look as clean to me now. And it's not the same on every single thing. So, but this keeps people, especially on mobile devices. On mobile, Etsy is really difficult to handle and find the description, and even find your tags. So, what do I think you need to do? Put the text in your photo somewhere, because then that helps on mobile. They don't have to go into the description to read everything. Put the important information up here into your photos, and it makes it so much easier, you know? So let's fix this listing right here. So let's get readings, tarot, same day. Oh, I didn't do the pictures for this. Okay, that's fine. We can sit here and do the pictures though. Canva. Okay, so, and if you have questions, please go ahead and tell me. Even before or after this video. Okay, so, my new thing that I'm doing here. Okay, this came up the other day on what size that you need to do your photos. Etsy changed it, like Facebook changed theirs. It is optimal to do 1000 by 800 pixel on Canva. So that's what you see now, and it doesn't cut anything off. Okay? So, this is my new picture. It looks super, super pretty now. Okay? And the goal also, make sure your text is big enough that they can read it without having to click on it. You know? Or make sure your title says what's tiny. Okay? So this one, it's easy. You know the card. You know what it is. It's a same day tarot reading via email PDF. I have a banner to let you know where it's from and when you're going to get it. Okay? And I only do when you're going to get it on here if it's a 24-hour reading. So then they know you get this in 24 hours. Otherwise, I just have my name as the banner now. So, I forgot to do my photos for the tarot ones. So let's quickly do that. Okay? So let's go in here. I have a template, so it'll ask the same questions. Like, it'll answer the same things for the customers and make it really, really easy. So, if I go into readings, also, this is also what I do. Because when I first started with this, I was finishing up my thesis, and my 5th year in college, I was 4 months postpartum with my daughter. I was getting ready for graduation. I was in the middle of a bunch of classes that I was afraid I was going to fail. I was getting ready to move. I was doing a million things. And then when I moved, it was still a million things, you know? And I'm still doing a million things. So I am about batching and doing everything at once, okay? So I batch my photos for Instagram. I upload, I try to, when I remember, once a day. Okay, but I have it done, so I'm not sitting there hemming and hawing trying to figure out what picture am I going to put up today. And it's all branded. Okay, so it's that thing about consistency again. So I have all of my pictures from Instagram still here. And we are going to use them because on Instagram, it's all about visuals, you know? So you want to make sure you have the experience. They like a lifestyle experience and to see you in the moment, even if you've batched it ahead of time. So I'm going to go into my social media folder, which is all the way back in here. I might not have had to do that. Okay, cool. And I have pictures here that I took this month, actually, that I'm going to go ahead and use for Etsy. And while those upload, we're going to put this on the side. So, receive an in-depth... Come on. Computer. There we go. My computer has a hard time doing multiple things. So, receive an in-depth... Let's get rid of the card. It makes it look funky. Tarot reading. Stop lagging. Have the answers you need within 24 hours of ordering, delivered right to your inbox. Make sure it's centered and pretty. And the computer may crap itself. We'll see. Come on. Canva's been like this for me today. I don't know why. Let's change the frame rate to 30. I can't. Okay, that's fine. So, if it'll let me drag it. It won't. Okay, then let's move on to one that I've already done then. Discard changes. Let's go to one that I've done so the computer doesn't mess with itself. Let's do instead, let's make sure I have the pictures for it. This is what happens when I try to prep. Aha! Got it. Let's do the Oracle one instead. Okay, Oracle one. We do this and get rid of all of these. Okay. So, Etsy changed, stop it. It used to be 5 photos max. They changed it to frickin' 10. You don't need to have 10 photos. The more photos, obviously, the better, because it'll bump you up in ratings, but you don't need to have all 10. I did 4 to 5. I think the one that has the most are my Shufflemancy readings. Okay. Now let's make sure these are in the right order. How I order my stuff, which I'll show you in a preview. Is, like I said, anything important in your description you want to include in the photo so people on mobile don't have to scroll and search for it. So, same day Oracle reading, 24 hours. Here's an example of the card you're getting, you know? And it's in good quality. I need help with my relationship now, and I don't want a tarot reading. Will I ever be happy? I'm so overwhelmed. These are examples of questions for the customer, okay? For if they don't know what they want. Here's an example of what I've done for this card, okay? Then I say, receive an Oracle reading. Get your answers in 24 hours. Each card comes, and then I usually put whatever is special about that deck if there is anything special. So this deck, with every single card, the writer, Tony Salerno, I can't pronounce the last name right now, comes with a mantra for meditation and whatever the hell you want. So I mention every single card comes with one. okay? Which is awesome. So that's what you get, and it's only for $10, you know? You get a bunch of info. So, we've already fixed the photos, and it looks so much better. It looks so much more cohesive because everything is matching together. Even the gray for the subtitle in the listing matches the gray that's in the sub pictures, you know? Next, the confusing part. The title. If you look at it, it looks like I have a bunch of things here, but this is really what it breaks down to. Let me copy this and scroll down. Ignore all that up at the top. So, these are the tags that created this. So, fast, psychic, accurate psychic, because I remember these. I've used them a million times. Oracle card reading. Psychic divination. Okay, those were the main keywords. The problem, if I just literally line these up and was just like fast psychic, accurate psychic, it would be a really freaking boring title. It doesn't flow. It's really choppy. It's staccato. So, you want to flow them into a statement that makes it seem like someone would actually say this. So, that first chunk, fast, accurate oracle card readings from a spiritual life coach. Someone would say that. Because even though Etsy limits us to 20 characters for our tag name, the customer isn't limited to what they type into the search bar. So, if they even put in the words psychic fast, it will still pick up on that keyword that I put in. Okay? Because the order of the words doesn't matter. So, make it flow. This, I'm not going to mess with my SEO, because if you, at least on this specific listing, when you fix your SEO, this is why I say it'll take a month for some changes to happen. Because Etsy SEO kicks in a minimum of 30 days. And that's because they have thousands of sellers on their sites, constantly updating their stuff, constantly doing things, and they want, like, the bots are busy. So it's nothing personally, it's just how SEO works. Google takes 60 to 90 days for their SEO to kick in, for them to realize and send traffic your way, and for you to show up in a Google search. You can speed that up, and I'm going to show you a couple ways how you can speed that up, but for the moment, that's how long it takes, you know? So don't get discouraged if you open a shop and in 10 days no one's bought a reading. It's because people don't know who you are yet. Like, you haven't shown up in the search unless you're doing things to make yourself known, okay? You can't just put up one reading and then expect people to frolic to you. No, you got to give the bots some time if that's all you're going to do. So, this is what you need to do. Underneath each one for the listings, they're going to ask you who made it, what is it, and when did you make it. As these are readings, you want to say, I did it, it's a finished product, and they're made to order. Okay? Because this is not one thing where we make it once and ship it off like a meditation, unless you want to make custom meditations. This is one thing you make over and over and over again. So, you also want to put it in the correct category. We are underneath home and living, spirituality and religion, and then usually tarot readings and divinations, which I need to fix that for mine. This is where I am. We have our own section, so if anybody tells you don't be a tarot reader because Etsy doesn't care about their tarot readers, obviously they care enough to have a section for us. So, colors, don't worry about it. Occasion, you can put an occasion like a birthday or graduation or something, you can. I don't a lot of the times. Sometimes it'll also have what holiday it goes with. You can put a holiday. So, here's something important for the description. Do not copy and paste, okay? You'll see a lot of my descriptions look the same, but if you read through it, they're not exactly the same. This is why. Google does not show duplicate content. You will not show up on Google. Same thing with Etsy. If they think that you are copying, even if it is within your own shop and you put it there, they do not care. No duplicate content. So do not copy and paste the same exact thing into all your stuff on Etsy or even on your website. Don't do that. If you want to copy and paste, write it on a Word document, then do it. But don't do it within Etsy. Otherwise, Google and Etsy do not like that. They can tell it's happening on the website. So, for this, remember those questions that I put in the photo at the very beginning? Put those in the first line. Right here. Put them here. Example questions. First thing the customers will read. Now, usually, Etsy does not like this, because the first 40 characters of what you put in this description will show up on Google search. Okay? Those first 40 keywords are excruciatingly important. That includes your title. So a lot of people don't like putting questions here. So make sure the keywords that we're going to get to, you put them up at the top. Okay? This is just a basic description to give you. Okay? It says who I am, how long I've been doing it, what I do, my reading process, and I keep it really short because remember, Etsy sellers, 3rd to 5th grade reading level and very short attention span. And make sure, this is one thing I see commonly when people post their shops in this group, that they don't mention, how are you delivering it? Where do you get the question? Okay? People will buy it and then assume you know the question. It's like the hotlines. Okay? People assume that you are all-knowing, and even if you are all-knowing, you can use a little bit of help, you know? So say, what are you getting? You're getting a PDF within 24 hours of purchase. Okay? I specifically say that you're going to get it in your email. You know, in the picture it says Oracle reading via email PDF. You will receive it. Let's see, you'll receive, just to double check, this will be delivered to the email associated with your Etsy account. Okay. So they don't have to give me their email. And I'll show you how you can get that. Okay. And I say, please put your question in the message to seller section during checkout so I don't get a million conversations, you know? There is a section with a little box that usually is used for custom orders that says message to seller. Have them put their question there. They don't have a limit on what they can type in that box. I have gotten suggestions that big on the page. It's been huge, and it's from one particular lady, and she likes to test me. So that's why it's like that, and they like to give all the information. So have them put it there. Simplify it for yourself so it's all in one spot, you know? Okay, next, production partners. We don't need production partners because we are not selling physical items. If we were on my physical shop, Taro and Tea, which I officially changed the name for, I need production partners because I'm drop shipping on that. Or all the items I've made myself, I'm sending to Printful. I'm not making it all by myself. So that's a production partner. We do not have production partners unless you have employees helping you on your shop. Okay, then you say, this person is taking care of this reading. It's not me, it's this person. Okay? Tags. Okay. This is another important thing. So let's... Okay. Tags are tricky. I discovered this trick like earlier this year, and that's when my shop finally blew up and I got a bunch of sales. Because I figured this out, and it took me forever. Because I'm like, SEO is freaking confusing. I can't understand what these different tags are. It's not working for me, and I'm doing my best to optimize it. So, this is what you do. Pick the tags you want to use. Okay? Make it flow in a title like I told you to. Don't worry about putting them in the box yet. Okay? So, then, in your tags, put the words for the tags that you want in the order they appear in the title. So, I would not do Oracle reading fast. Not gassed, fast. I would not type that in, even though it looks like I can. You know why? Fast comes before Oracle readings. I need to type in fast Oracle readings. Okay? Which is why I have here fast, accurate Oracle. The words are right there. It doesn't matter what words are in between. What does matter is the punctuation. Okay? And it's really little, but it does matter. Make sure you have commas, because commas, if you think about literature, they continue the phrase. If you put, where is it? Put this sucker? No, don't do that. It breaks up the phrase. Put that up? No. If you think about it in literature, you go to a separate idea when you put a hyphen in. Don't do that. Period ends the statement. Don't do that. Semicolon? Don't do that. That's when you combine two statements together. Don't do it. Add a comma. Commas continue the statement, and it links everything together. Okay? So if you look through here, all my tags, it doesn't matter what order they appear in, but it is always one after the other. Oracle guidance is right here. Oracle's all the way up here. Guidance is all the way here, but they are in the same order. Okay? Make sure they flow through the order. Okay, even card divination. Cards up here. Divination is down here. Make sure you do that, and no matter what your tags are, even if they're absolutely crap tags that you're typing in, because there's some days I don't feel like looking it up, and I'm just putting words in, it will still be optimized. And the customer, like I said, Etsy will flip it for the customer, but it won't flip it for you, so you need to keep it like this, and you will be just fine, you know? And if you have questions about that, because it's very confusing, and I've helped non-tarot readers on Etsy with this because it can be very confusing, ask me. I'm more than happy to help you figure it out. Okay? Okay, materials. Put materials in there. But if you're like, hey, we're tarot readers, I don't actually do things like materially with this, what do I do? Okay, put the things that you use during the reading. Okay? I use the Wisdom of the Golden Path Oracle. That's my material. I talk to spirit guides. There, I use my intuition. There. If I want to, I can say candles. Amethyst. You can write out what you use and put that as your material. It's optional, but you can use it 13 times. 13 materials can be put here. And unlike your tags, they don't limit to you on characters, which is why I have this long name for a deck right there. Okay? Quantity. You can have that many in your shop at one time. It won't let you round it off to 1,000. That's as much as you can have. Okay? Price variation. I have variations for my stuff. 1 question, 3 questions, 5 questions. Okay? Oh, I skipped this. Sections. Sections are important. Okay? Have a maximum of like 9 or 10. Don't go past that, because then it's too spread out. You can have some that you don't have anything in, okay? But make sure, like my Black Friday sales, that's gonna disappear. But make sure you have it separated. Okay, shipping, which a lot of people have issues with. So let's take a look at my shipping profile. You do not want to put this as a digital item. Okay, so if we go in here and scroll up, you see physical, digital. Put it as physical. There's a reason for this. Digital means they need to download something, so you won't be able to publish this listing unless you have something for them to download. Okay? So, put it as physical. I also like it because then underneath your orders, when you get an order in, as soon as I email it off to the customer, I hit marked as shipped. Because then they get a notification saying, hey, your item's been shipped. Your reading's done. And then they also get that reading from me, and they get a message from me saying, hey, your reading's done. They get multiple confirmations. But digital, they won't get it. It'll just go to their downloads folder, but not the reading that you give them. You'll still have to fulfill it. I used to do digital, and I barely got barely got anything because it didn't make sense. Okay? I used to give a PDF with where they could schedule things, like schedule their session with me, or it would be an introduction to the reading and they'd get it, and it was really confusing. Keep it as physical, and it keeps it really clean cut. So, underneath shipping, because it's a physical item, it has to have shipping in there. Put in your zip code, the processing time. Mine is at most 3 days, and that is for a giant reading. Okay? If this is the area where if I need a vacation, extend your processing time. Okay? Don't go into vacation mode. Vacation mode on your shop now turns everything off. And remember that 30 days, well, 30 to 90 days, if you had to wait on Google for your SEO to start kicking in and people to recognize your shop, you go on vacation mode and it acts like a completely brand new shop has been opened up once you come back. I do not encourage vacation mode. Don't do it. Extend your processing time so then you don't start over from zero. Okay? I just put free everything. Sure, a handling fee. I named it tarot readings, and then because it's calculated shipping, I put in 0.1 ounces for everything, because you have to put a size in there. Okay, so if they get charged a little bit of shipping, they won't, because I made sure everybody has free shipping. No issues. Okay, so this particular reading, because I'm not going over the SEO, is done. Publish. It's pretty. It's good. And that's just looking at one listing. Let's go to my shop. Now this is what I want you to do. This is also why I like Marmalead. You go over here to Storm. I have a bunch of storms here that you can see when they finally load up. A storm is like searching for multiple keywords at once. So for example, I have one for tarot readings. I literally typed in tarot reading, and it searched for things that are like it. And you can kind of do this on Etsy Rank, but Etsy Rank has changed it to where you have to upgrade it too if you want to see both colors, like Marmalead. Marmalead used to have 3. Now they just have 2. Ooh, they have new things. So, what you do then, and you can get a 14-day free trial with Marmalead. So do take advantage of that and upgrade all your stuff, okay? So when you come through here, what you're looking for is for both of these to be in the dark green. Okay, so Accurate Readings is a hot tag right now. That's going to move it into my bucket so I have it for later. Let's see, did anything else update? It's been a while since I've been on this one. Dating is one, but dating by itself. So I'd have to make sure that is by itself. Now, if you do the 14-day free trial, what I ended up doing is in my business journal, I wrote down all the high-ranking tags. Okay? I wrote them all down. So I will always have them, and I know that they won't change. Like, maybe the interaction will change a little bit, maybe the audience will get a little heavier, because when it's red, like on Fairy right here, that means there's very high competition. A lot of people are putting Fairy as a tag. But if it's red for the shopping cart on the left, that means low engagement. Not many people are typing that in. So Fairy is not a very good keyword to use by itself because it has moderate traffic, but a lot of people are using it, so it's oversaturated, you know? If you're using the Golden Thread Tarot for your readings, hot tag, use it. I'm not using it. Feel free to take it. Very high engagement, very low competition. Take it. Write it down. If you plan on getting that deck, do it. Another thing that you can do with Marmalead, because I'm not seeing anything else here. New divination cards, new decks, psychic readings by, same day phone. That's a good one. If you like phone readings, which a lot of people on Etsy do phone readings. And some of these I have for my other shop. Dating anniversary, dating card. But see, psychic development, I've discovered this isn't really big on Etsy. At least that tag is not very good. Mediumship, meh. Pet reading, I did have pet readings at one time. I had like 2 people ask me. This is another thing you can do here. You go to search. Tarot reading. This is a long stream. I said it was going to be quick, and it's not quick. Okay, it's moderate right now because we're getting more people coming in. What you'll discover, Halloween, more tarot readers will come on, but they're the people that stay for a couple weeks and then leave because they don't do anything on their shop. Okay? Engagement, moderate. Some people are coming on here, like more and more people are coming on to get tarot readings on Etsy. Okay. You can also see how many people or how many listings there are. There's 14,000, listings for readings on here. There's over 148,000 views. This is the average faves per week. Average price, maximum price, minimum price. This person really is undermining themselves. And then you see these. These are the top people. Okay? So if we take it to views per week, you can see the most popular person is using tarot reading, 5-card spread, using the Wild Unknown deck. Any area of focus, affordable tarot. She gets 76.5 favorites a week. It's $6.50. And she has the most views as well. I'm assuming. And you can click on it. And don't copy this person. But you can come on here and see her stuff. Yes, Sage shop advice. Now this person, I would advise to upgrade photos. But this person has over 400 reviews. And it lets you look at your competition. Okay? Now, this is one thing I want you to change. Do you see how when I put my mouse here, I can click on it now? There's an option to turn this off. As her competition, I can come in here and see what she's been selling. And this is a horrible thing. Turn that off. Do not let people look at your shop like that. Notice mine. You can't click on mine. You'll never be able to click on mine because I turned it off. Okay? Because we've been on for the same exact amount of time, but yeah, I have less sales. But no one can click on my stuff and steal my stuff. Make sure that that happens. Okay. We're going to update this. Let's update this. I made a new banner. Add cover photo. And this is one of the things that will get you noticed on Etsy very quickly. Because the bots realize, hey, she's updating her shop. Let's bring people to her shop. Woo! New banner! And notice, I did this on purpose. I have the wood trim to match. All the new photos have wood for their first item. And the simpler you are with your cover photo, the better. Boom. Super simple. It took a couple seconds. I drew this, photoshopped, like the black on top of the cards. I actually drew cards and I photoshopped a color on top. Added it in Canva, Canva text. Now, I picked intuitive tarot readings and psychic divination because those are Etsy keywords. That's what you put right here. Let's change this. I'm not in Alamosa anymore. Yes. That's where I am. You guys know where I live. Okay. This is what's called a focus keyword. What I have here. I have focus keywords. Intuitive tarot readings is most likely my main one. But I have more than one type of reading on this shop. I'm not just a tarot reader. So I read tarot intuitively, but I have other types of divination. So psychic divination is what I want to do next. So we are going to put that everywhere on the shop. We're going to optimize it like a motherfucker. So we come here. I'm going to get rid of this because it's not Black Friday anymore. Welcome. I'm so-and-so. As an intuitive tarot reading expert. Haha, see? I used it. Intuitive tarot readings. I offer readings using a variety of tools. To uncover the blocks you have in your life. I'm amazing at figuring out what's keeping you from your soulmate, dreamed of, and living life you want to. Pretty much what I put on my Hotlines profile, I changed up and I put here. But only a snippet, because your About section is going to have everything else. Okay? Yeah, and then I have a little note for all my people. It's no longer Lotus Coaching, it's Tarot in Tea. Tarot in Tea. Fixed it. It looks so pretty, and it's optimized, guys. Hang on. Psychic divination. Get rid of coaching. Aha! Boom! It looks so pretty. So much better. Okay? Now, all my active sections that actually have things in them, you can see here. We're going to fix that really quickly after we're done doing this. And you see the reading with good advisor, nice person if you want someone to talk to. That chick is weird. Okay, shop updates. Shop updates you will want to do. Remember how I said I batch my Instagram photos and I put them on my Etsy listings? I also put them as my shop updates. Vanessa, will there be a replay? Yes, there's a replay. I'm recording it right now, and I'm not taking it down from the group. And you're going to want to. Well, I've been at this for a good minute. So there's going to be... I'm not getting rid of it, don't worry. Okay, here. This is where you go hotlines on everybody. I have a testimonial here. Right here, I have a testimonial. I talk about my personal stuff. I talked about my degree and my specialization. Talked about what the hell my abilities are. You know? Links to social media. Fill all of it out. No. Pattern by Etsy. I don't recommend it. That is one way you can start a website, but I don't recommend it because if Etsy shuts down your shop for any reason, they'll take the website with it. Don't do it. Okay. Let me fix this. Owner. Get rid of this. Rachel. Is an intuitive tarot reading expert. Keywords. And psychic divination master. Keywords. Also enjoys, what do I like? Stardew Valley, Baby Kisses, and Mint Oreos. And the reason why I put this here, and yes, I'm going to save that, is because people on Etsy like you to be a little bit more personal. They want to be involved in your life. And let's add a sunshiny picture of me. Yay! Add a pretty picture of me. Erica says, this will look brilliant. I will watch later. I could properly pay attention. Woo! Super out. Super welcome. And I'm going to keep going with this for a minute. My husband's going to get mad at me because I told him I was going to only do this for a little bit. But I'm going to keep going. Okay, if you want to sell locally, I know I keep forgetting about this, but it's an option. If you are setting up somewhere to do readings in person, local, tell buyers where you're selling in person. This is why you need the Etsy on sale app, okay? Or sell on Etsy app, it's the white app. Do this because when you're set up at a fair, it'll alert people that like your shop that you're there, okay? You can also get, the more that you do that in person, Etsy has a little square reader specifically for the shop, so you can take credit card payments. You don't have to type in their credit card number when you take a payment in person, which you can do from the Sell on Etsy app. So make sure to use that. I haven't used it yet because I haven't done any fairs yet. I've been doing this strictly online. I need to get out of my comfort zone and do it in person. So if you're going to sell at a fair or a market, or if you're doing a taro party, use it. Local. Shop policies. Shipping. I say see the individual items. I'm not responsible for delays due to customs. Payment, I accept everything. I accept... Let me get rid of that. I don't want returns. And I don't want exchanges. I do not accept cancellations. Okay. I don't accept returns. And I don't give refunds. Okay. This is how you make sure. No refunds. Okay, frequently asked questions. This is what you would put on your website for your frequently asked questions. I cover the basics. What's my experience? How can you specifically help me? How do they work? What do I get? Delivery time? Terms and conditions. I gave a snippet of my terms and conditions and said to see the rest of my website if you want to read it. Same thing with the privacy policy, because at first I had, do you do the lottery? Do you have all that? No, just go to my FAQs if you want to read that stuff. Okay, and that's just optimizing your storefront. Okay? Another way you can do it, adding extra stuff. Dashboard. I didn't want to go to the dashboard. Loading. Come on. Right. Share your favorite listing. Okay, listings. We're going to optimize shop sections. And I'm going to show you how to quick edit. Because what I was trying to show you for when I set up this sale was how to quick edit and quickly add the sale. So let's do that right now. I'm annoying, sorry. Okay, manage your sections. Stop being so slow. Okay, I want to get rid of this. Get rid of that section. No more Black Friday sale. Because now, all of my readings are going to get ready for Valentine's Day. Okay? Monthly, yearly, I will keep tea leaf readings, because I'm using my tea leaf fortune deck now on my shop. I got rid of my gift certificates because I've never sold one. I don't think I have... Love, and let's change this. Let me see. Psychic soulmate. That's a keyword. Use it. General No, not general. Do I already have 24-hour readings? Yes, I do. Damn it. Spiritual. I specifically wrote down this. Why am I digging my brain out? Shufflemancy. Because that is an untapped market. Monthly. Actually, let's change this. Twin Flame readings. Twin Flames are huge on Etsy. Mediumship. Energy healing is another huge one. Energy healing. Okay, careful with the energy healing stuff, because I was explaining this the other day. I got my stuff taken down because of that. 7, 8. Okay, no, I don't want to add a section. I'm good. You can use up to 20 sections. Don't use 20 sections. Okay, so quick edit. You can get so many things done quickly this way. This one would be monthly, even though it's gonna go away. That's gonna disappear. 24, 24, 24. No section. But you can quickly change your sections this way. You see? And then you just hit exit and it'll switch it. That's also how you can change your price quickly. That's how you can change a lot of things quickly. Another thing you can do, let's select all. Edit descriptions. If there's something that you have in every single description that you want to change, you can add things to the front, to the end, find, replace, delete, reset, and completely wipe it. Okay? Different things you can do. Lots of things. So, for the one person that's sitting here, do you guys have questions for the moment? Because this is going to take me a while to completely go through, but I will show you, I will probably send a link so you guys can see my complete redone of the shop. Because it's, all the listings are going to look so different, the pictures are going to look super different. But do you guys have questions? Let me see. I'll give it a second. I've been on here for an hour. It's a lot of information, super, super fast. Like I said, be patient with your Etsy shop. It'll take 30 days to change everything. But if you update your pictures, faster. Oh, ooh, no, I remember there was one other thing I wanted to show you. Going back. Marketing. I promised Vanessa I would show you guys this. Promoted listings. Promoted listings. I have them on. I should have turned them off because I haven't been doing much on this shop. But this is how you can optimize it so it doesn't cost you a bunch. Promoted listings. If no one clicks on, like how you, let's go to Etsy real quick. Etsy. And let's go through here and let's look at lotus earrings. Okay, see these ads at the top? Those are people using promoted listings. For good reason. Look how freaking pretty they are. You know? This person's having a sale. This person's having a sale too. And you can see that right here. Eligible orders. Eligible orders. This has free shipping. No wonder these people are having sales. This person hasn't sold anything though. That's new. So, let's say we're doing this. Promoted listings will have you as one of these people. Okay? So, how do optimize? This is what you do. You go, when you turn them on, set your daily budget to $1. Okay? You can choose to advertise new listings automatically, but don't do that. Turn that off. What you're going to do is go down. We're going to sort by bid. Okay? See? This is automatically $1. We're going to turn, first of all, turn everything off. Turn it all off. Okay? We're going to do bid by what costs the least. And we're going to optimize and turn them all on. I go to 15 cents. Don't change the price because that's what its auto lock does. I am keeping it off for the moment until I fix all my listings. Then I'll come in and change it. Because right now, I don't want this Black Friday stuff in here. I don't like that. I don't want it. So, that's how you do promoted listings, and that's how you optimize it. And then, because for me, it constantly kept upping my bill every month. Another thing you want to do, payment account. Which Etsy has a thing now. You can see it's been a while since I've been on here. Etsy has a thing that if you just started a shop 90 days from when you get your first sale, that's when they'll let you do change when you get your deposits. Until then, they hold the funds for 3 days to make sure that you know where you want things to go, and then they will send it. But for your payment and billing settings, okay, you can change your deposit. I want it every day. And this means business day, not weekends. So, every business day, I want my stuff. As soon as it clears, because it'll clear that day with them, next day I get my money. But that's just me. If you want it once a month, every 2 weeks, once per week, things like that, and then you can pick the day that you want it if you want a monthly thing. That way you have it, and then it's more consistent, you know? But I personally like my money next day. And that's, make sure you take care of that. On my other shop tomorrow, I can change that. I actually might be able to do that today. But that's what you do. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to deal with. So again, if you have questions, I know I didn't cover everything. Like, I wanted to sit here and completely revamp my shop with you guys, but I'm not going to do that. That's going to take forever. So, let me know in the group if you guys have questions. Okay, especially with your tags and titles. Get Marmalead. You're going to like Marmalead. Get Marmalead. And it will come in handy. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. This will be up for replay. Okay, and if you want me to send it to you, just let me know. Shoot me a message with your email and I'll send you the replay for it. So, have an awesome rest of your day, guys. See ya.